Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and checking out your boy, P Funk, thinking right back here in my living room with the sun up, doing what I do for you today. Excuse me. Got a good lesson. I hope you enjoy it. Writism 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message in a story for life. These are life lessons I'm giving you. I see you tuning in and receiving them. I appreciate you for that. So let's do what we do. Let's go. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment, knowing yourself a little better. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka knowing thyself. Right thinkers, that's your goal. And there's a question in life we all have to ask and be able to answer for ourselves. It's called Know Thyself. Now, here we go. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not, foolish, disregard them, don't be them. A person who knows not, but realize they don't know, excuse me, sorry, I messed that up. A person who knows not and knows that they know not. It's simple. I can teach you. Tune in. That's why I do what I do for you. A person who knows not and believe that they know dangers, avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep. You know, man, I'm the human alarm clock. Wake up. That's what I do for you. I can wake you up. A person who knows and knows that they know, wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers. Know thyself. And to Mayat, be true. Got to have that balance. Big on balance and big on knowing who you are. Okay, right thinkers, let's have some fun. Let's talk about sharing the spiritual love. Yeah, you know, I do my spiritual things. It's all about the spirit. That's God's dwelling place. The spirituality, that's one that common thread through all of us. That's God. That's the connection. Now you can itemize them anytime you want, call it whatever you want, use an analogy you want to use, allegorical story you want to perform. It's all the same thing. Let's make it simple. I had a good time, so I'm going to share my concept of sharing spiritual love. Okay? I'm a spiritual teacher. I teach God is a spirit, and having knowledge of Him is having spiritual knowledge. That's my concept. That's what I profess. That's what I try to get across. That's my point. Right thinking philosophy is having self knowledge, aka God knowledge, aka being God conscious. Mm-hmm. Knowing Him, understanding Him, you serve Him, you will be rewarded by Him. Trust me. And all those who do that, those are the ones who we share that spiritual love. Those when we had a spiritual connection with, I have spiritual brothers and sisters for that purpose. When you get together in a spiritual environment to worship, it's called church on Sundays. Mm-hmm. Prayer line on Wednesday, whatever night y'all get together to communicate with God, worship, and praise Him. That's fine. That's what we do. It's a spiritual thing. Understand that. But when you get together in a spiritual celebrating scenario, it's a festive occasion. Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, all those holidays that we celebrate. The ancients have five, but we ain't going there right now. But yeah, it's a festive occasion for you to enjoy yourself, eat, drink, and be merry, because for tomorrow we surely will die. So enjoy today. That's what life is all about. Okay? When you have good food, good music, and spiritual people all together at one point, it's a festive occasion. All good, all the environment, everybody's loving on each other like a kumbaya moment. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. When you have positive people coming together, it's a beautiful thing. That's all. I work in a house where it's all spiritual, and that's a beautiful thing. When you can come together in spirit, spiritual love is God love. Okay, that's God presence, and when you doing that, that means God is in the mix. In spirituality, God should always be in the mix. Where there's no God, there's no spirituality. Just saying. Spiritual love is that love you have for God first, which is yourself, and knowing Him means that you can share that love with others who feel the same way about Him. That's when you come together. worshiping an occult concept, do whatever it is. We all feel the same way about God. That's why we come together and we do what we do. When it's a festive occasion, we're enjoying ourselves, letting the hair down and still praising Him, keeping Him first. Remember, no alcohol, no added nonsense, all spiritual. That's love. Love it. When you're spiritually enlightened, you have love for your spiritual brothers and sisters. Simple as that. Okay? We are God's children in spirit. Love each other. It's easy. It's a simple thing to do. I'm just saying. With spiritual knowledge, sharing spiritual love is an easy thing to do. Why? It's genuine and it's honest. Okay? When you are God-fearing, whatever religion you claim, don't make a difference. God is still God. And how you serve Him and how you feel about Him makes all the difference in the world. That's why I don't do the concept about religion. Don't care about that. I care about God. It's a spiritual thing. Don't get it twisted, please. Spiritual love is better than the physical love. There's no physical contact. There's no have to be in the same presence with that person. No, you can share it from miles and distance away. That's God, okay? Sharing the Spirit of God. That's what that's all about. Hopefully y'all get an understanding. When you're in a spiritual setting, God is present. I love that. For those who preach, do their ministry, do the Bible, I will sit and listen and I come to tears because the Spirit is strong. And if it's a good lesson, you will get my attention because I'm engrossed in the story. I'm engrossed in what you're putting out, and the Spirit will acquiesce to it. And yeah, I'll start crying. All right, just a little tidbit. That's for spiritual. That's how I share my spirit. I'm not going to hoop and holler and talk in tongues, but I will cry. Okay. All right. Well, I'm at that. Okay, here you go. When the Spirit of God is present amongst the people, it's a beautiful thing. I call it the kumbaya moment because everything is just good. Everything, no negative, no bad vibe. That's a beautiful thing. That's when the energy is there. The frequency is high, and we all vibrate on the same frequency of godliness, of feeling good spiritually. Okay? So it ain't about what religion you claiming. Didn't make a difference. We all here in spirit. That's what's important. All right? That's how you share God's love. It ain't about race, creed, or color, or religion. It's a spiritual thing. When the Spirit of God, okay, I just did it. Religions, here we go, BS is shared by millions in the name of God. That's conceptually the number one religion. Okay, being number one, all that don't mean nothing. How you serve Him. Again, I don't profess to none of that stuff, but I understand it, and I have no problem with it. I still hold you accountable to doing what you should do. I don't care who you are, Muslim, Christian, Jew, Buddha, don't make a difference. You all should live and do by God's laws. If you're claiming Him, that's what you should go by. All spiritual concepts are God-based. That's what they all know. God is a spirit. We got that part right. Now, when you start putting your little, that ain't God. That's what I'm saying. We go by the original concept. Again, I use right thinking. My concepts follow the ancient Egyptian mystery system concept of living Maya, doing, being right. So that's where it's coming from. I don't make it up. I claim spirituality because it's older than religion. It's God sent, not man-made. That's my concept, okay? All religion are spiritually based. Trust me, I know that. It's the BS that goes with that God-based religion that I don't subscribe to. Right thinking philosophy is spiritually based mixed with knowledge. Therein lies the caveat. I want students. I don't want followers. I don't want anybody just ignorantly following because they know. No, I want you to learn, be, and act accordingly. That's what right thinking represents. Okay, walking upright, acting, and doing and being the best you can. I wear this with pride. Okay, where we at? Okay, God is all spiritual. Let me say it again. God is all spiritual, along with mental understanding, which is knowledge of self or of Him, which has been laid out for thousands of years. It's been there. Sorry about that. I follow the concepts that have been laid out. And yeah, I know they work. Why? That's why I use them. That's why I teach them. You follow? You know that too. But that's another story. Here we go. Everything spiritual is God-based because God is the essence and spirit is what God perpetrates in human in nature. That's what it's all about. It's the spirit that dwells in man. Man have free will. He give you a brain. Use it. That's right thinking. All right, about to wrap it up. Again, I appreciate it. These lessons getting longer and longer. Sorry. All right, here you go. God is spirit, and God is love. Human emotions that we all have coming from the heart, that's God. He give us that. This what you have to use to match that, and you will have something going. That's right thinking concept. God, our essence, because we are all spiritual beings having a human experience. Again, understand that it's the spirit that's inside the body that counts. We need the spirit, aka God, for us to live and share and worship him for just that, being who he is, the spirit that's inside us, the giver, the creator, the sustainer, all those good things. All right, love and emotion we share, that's godly. Spiritual people have God conscious because they understand that it's a spiritual thing. Love makes the spirit feel good because it's being satisfied when it's being shared and experienced in the way it's intended. I'm about to wrap it up. Love that feeling that makes the heart boom, 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 a little faster. Why? It feels good. That's when God is talking to you. If it feels good, that's what you do. I'm feeling good by doing what I do for you. That's why I do it. I'll be back. I got some more.